I'm 𝘾𝙝𝙝𝙝, and in the last video, I started on my recreation of Bilbo Baggins' Shire House. I'm going to jump right in from where I left off with this space in the wall. I'm digging out 2 blocks deep from behind the spruce beams. I tried a lot of combinations, but some blocks were too light, too dark, or too pink. It was hard to mimic the detail I wanted in such a small space, especially as the blocks are so wide. This is where being able to stack different slabs together would be brilliant, unlike the issue you can see here. Hang on a second. What's this? The year is
2941, and Mojang has still not made slabs stackable on other slab variants, nor have they made slabs for vertical placement. I am limited in my options and thusly find building this home with great difficulty. I'm sure the powers that be would proclaim updates arrive precisely when they mean to. Though I abide it with a great pain, I must admit a certain fondness for creativity using limited stock. However, it is these complaints that mean I have less of a desire than I started with to invite them for special proclivities regarding my birthday. It shall be a night of special magnificence, to which they will not discover unless they heed very reasonable demands. By the way, it's my 111th birthday. Yay!
Whoa. On the inside of the spruce beam, I will go 1 block up and place spruce planks. Above that, I will place 2, and then above that, I'll place 3. Underneath each of those planks, I'm putting oak wood. 1, 2, 3. Then taking 3 more across, connecting both sides. Then I'm taking oak buttons, and I'll place 1 on each oak block, skipping the one going across. I thought this sort of gave a nod to the bulrush carving on the mantle. Now grabbing dark oak, I'll put 5 slabs and 2 upside-down steps on either side at the top. Then spruce slabs right on top of the wood behind this. I decided on using stone for the fireplace instead of red bricks, and I'll place them under each of the oak wood blocks. Directly in front of the fireplace, I'll dig out a section that goes 7 across and then 5 across, and fill that with deep slate bricks. Going to the back, I will place 2 slate bricks behind the first stone brick on both sides. Then in between this, I'll place more slate for the flooring, and then behind that, building up the wall 2 blocks high by 5 blocks wide. I just placed 3 dirt blocks, because you won't see them, and put 2 slate slabs a half block up on either side. Then back to the inside, I'm putting 3 slabs at the top so we don't see the fire pit smoke. I also just put dirt here because I'm going to place 3 slabs on top, and now I'll go around changing out some blocks with cracked bricks and chisel deep slate. Back to the other side. I'm going to put yellow terracotta all the way across, filling the space. Now we just need Belladonna and Bungo Baggins. Did you know that in the movie the paintings were made by referencing the director Peter Jackson and screenwriter Fran Walsh? Now I'm placing in the fire pits, but they're loud, so I'm going to extinguish them for now. I'm going to go over to the foyer again. You may be thinking, Miss Krill, Elda, baby, Elda baby, Toots, why are we all over the place? Well, that's because I'm all over the place. I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm figuring it out as I go. I'm building out the wall, and the length will really just keep adjusting as I go. Because I'm extending the entryway, I'm adding an additional beam 2 blocks over. Now under each beam, I'm going to place a spruce trapdoor. After bringing the floor in line with the newest beam, I'm going to try shaping out this new hallway frame. This one is actually a bit bigger than the hallway off to the side. I'm going to use dark oak following the same pattern as the previous door frames, except when I place my first upside down step at the top, I will place another one after it, and then 3 slabs in the middle. Inside the frame, there are these pillars. I'm not sure what you call them. And I tried to play around with a few ideas, but I really wasn't keen, so I'm leaving them for now until I can come up with a better solution. Although I do sort of like this shape, and I'm not sure if I should change it now. I'll fill in the space around the frame with more yellow terracotta. Now I need to make the other hallway. It's this one that has polished tree roots, and it actually sort of curves to the right. So to figure out the placement of the next opening, I'll place another door frame on the other side of the wall. Now I can take my yellow blocks, going 3 over, and build the exact same frame from here. The hallway won't bend as much as the original because it will stick out too far from the other rooms, but I'll still curve it out slightly. Right now, I'm trying it out by placing 8 steps after the door frame. Out 1 block, 7 steps, out 1 block, and 5 steps. I'm going to place a row of spruce planks above the steps, then 2 rows of yellow blocks, and a row of dirt blocks. On the dirt, I will place spruce upside down steps, then another row of steps above that. Then repeat this for the next section of the wall, using spruce planks between the steps where the wall comes forward. I tried giving this detail to the step by turning it inward, but I ended up changing it back to facing forward. Then just finish by adding yellow blocks to the ceiling. So now we have to join the room to the hallway. And I'll do this by continuing the pattern of the nook wall. For the door frame, I changed this up several times, and I started with dark oak planks and wood. I'm just trying to add variations so everything doesn't look flat. To make the floor level, I've added 3 dark oak steps on the stripped spruce wood and continued the herringbone pattern from before. And finally, adding 3 dark oak trapdoors. I'm going into the kitchen now. I'm going into the kitchen now. I've started by using a mix of tuff and stone bricks for the flooring, and I'm not sure how I want the wall, so I've just eyed it out for now. I want to add a special note that I end up changing this kitchen size completely, but I thought I'd leave this in case a bigger kitchen is desired. In the corner to the right, I'm placing spruce trapdoors for shelves. For the inlay of the window, I've gone 4 blocks over from the wall, and then made a row of 3 blocks. And then going a block back, I'll build a 3x3 square with a hole in the middle for an oak trapdoor. Then I'll build the wall 4 blocks over again. So I've just joined the longest walls with the large hallway wall. I'll make the fireplace 5x2 blocks using yellow terracotta. I know I'm doing it wrong here, but it's because I ended up making it too big at first. The flooring of the fireplace will be a mix of slate bricks. I decided to take a break from that because my brain was not braining, and marked where I wanted to build the barrel of ale. In the reference is a very cute-sized barrel, but I'm gonna build a big mama barrel. You know how hobbits love their wheat juice. But so I can get it to fit properly, I quickly place down some blocks to space out where I will put this kitchen cabinet. For the barrel, I'm going 2 blocks over from the wall and leaving a 1 block gap from the floor, and I'll stack 3 spruce planks. On the bottom, on both sides, I'm placing 3 spruce steps upside down. Then on top, I'll place 3 steps normally, on both sides again. Then between each step, I'll place spruce planks. I'm just going to use dirt to fill it, even though I don't need it. Then I'll place 3 more spruce planks on the back, going up. On the sides, top, and bottom, I'm putting 3 trapdoors, and fence posts for the legs. I'm not sure who the original creator of this barrel idea is, but I've seen several creators make it over the years. Isn't it cool? I want it to look like ale is pouring out from the barrel, so I'll place a cauldron down, fill it with water, and dye it. To add the top, I'll use a spruce gate and fence post and place a glass window pane underneath. I tried brown, but it blended into the background. Yellow was just too yellow. But purple did kind of have a grapevine look, so for now, it'll do. All that's left is a tripwire hook for the spigot. For the display cabinet, I'm clearing out the section of wall that was marked off. I made it 4 blocks high, but I ended up lowering it to 3 because of the ceiling placement. It's also 1 block too wide, but you'll see we fix that too. I tried the combination of barrels and chiseled bookshelves on top. Where I've removed the wall, I'll place spruce planks and put some spruce trapdoors on either side. There's also a broom here, so I'll place a hay bale with 2 fence posts on top. On the left of the fireplace, I'm using a mix of jungle planks, steps, doors, and trapdoors to make the little seating and cabinet. I'll also use brown wool carpet. And next to the window there's a pan rack, so my attempt at this is to place down 2 copper lightning rods. Then I'll make the kitchen table. I used upside down steps for the benches, but it was too high, so I replaced them with slabs. And to make the tabletop flow a little better with the level of the fence posts, I added spruce trapdoors in different spots, adding cakes and cups. Back over to the fireplace. This is where I felt it was too long and made the depth 2 blocks. For the interior, I just mixed around some furnaces, a cauldron, and fire pits where I used string to keep the smoke from rising. In the back of the wall, I'll add more slate bricks and then add yellow blocks on top and in front. I'm making a hole in the wall next to the broom where it will lead to the large hallway, and to the left I'll place trapdoors for shelves. Then to the left of that, I will make another opening leading to a proper dining room. Over on the wall, next to the kitchen opening, I'm breaking the top row of yellow blocks to replace them with mud bricks. Then above that, I'll place dirt for mud brick steps, and place dirt again for another row of steps. To finish the ceiling, I will join both sides with mud brick slabs, and I'll follow this on both sides of the longest walls. I'm just going to finish this cabinet and replace the seats with brown wool and jungle trapdoors. Now I'm running back to the entryway. I need a break. So I'm going to make the chandelier. I'm actually excited about this part because I played around with different materials and I really like how this one turned out, even though it's very simple. On the ceiling, in the middle of the 3 blocks, I'll put a chain, a spruce fence post, a temporary block so I can see the underside of the barrel, break the block, and place another fence post underneath. Then, going around the barrel, I'll place 8 fence posts and an additional one on each side sticking out. On top of the outer posts, I'll place candles and light them. There are 2 beams going across the ceiling, so I will take strip spruce above the front door frame and place it all the way to the other wall. On the large open wall, there is a coat closet and a chest that I will recreate. To make the closet, I've taken 5 blocks. This first version I made uses 2 note blocks on either side and 3 chiseled bookshelves in between. On each note block, there are 3 dark oak fence posts. Behind the note block, I'll place 2 dark planks, then 4 more planks going up on the back. At the top, I'll place another plank block, and then an upside down step, and an upside down step underneath the plank. I'll join both rows of steps in the middle and fill the back with more dark planks. Then all the exposed blocks I'll cover with brown wool carpet. On the sides, you can add dark oak trapdoors. Another option for the base is to replace them with brown wool and cover the outside with more trapdoors. On the right, I'll build the chest by using cartography tables and dark oak planks. I like that the cartography block looks like traveling stickers, and on top, I'll use dark oak steps. Then a bamboo button for the clasp. Now I'm breaking the pillars and placing dark oak trapdoors in the hallway frame. I tried changing out the door frame for spruce to see if ultimately I like this better, as the room feels very dark with all of the dark oak, and I also like this option. Alright, so you know how I built that kitchen? I don't think I got the dimensions right, so I'm gonna shorten it down. If you want a bigger kitchen, you can leave it as is, but I do like the coziness of the kitchen and the references. The door frame is too wide, so I'm gonna pull the wall back by 1 block. On the right side of the kitchen door frame, I'm going over 3 blocks using yellow terracotta, and I will go 3 blocks high. Then turn the corner and build out the wall 9 blocks. In the middle, I will make the same window that I did previously. Then turning the corner to the right again, I will mark out 5 blocks where my seating and cabinet will be, then 7 more blocks where the fireplace will be, and next to that, I'm placing a 1x3 yellow block, a 3 block gap, and another 1x3 yellow blocks, and this will mark out the door frame to the dining room. Then I'll turn right again and build the wall 5x3 blocks, leave a 3 block gap, and then build the wall 1x3. This space is a lot more rectangular, but the only way to minimize this is by making the living room smaller. But doing that will lose a lot of the structure of the house, and I just love the ceiling arches too much to change them. The 1.21 update won't be coming out until summer this year, and we will now have tough bricks. I think it would work great in this space, but for now, I'll keep the mix of plain tough and stone bricks. In the reference, it looks like the door frame angles up, so I'll lower the frame on the inside of the kitchen by placing 2 spruce trapdoors on the inside of the frame, an upside down spruce step above that, and above that, 3 spruce planks going across. Now I'm clearing away the planks so I can build the rest of the wall, and I'll put some spruce trapdoors here instead. I'll finish the floor and mix in the tough blocks later. For the seating, I decided to use oak wood this time with wool blocks. And changed the top row of planks with slabs, so it felt like you could really look through the cabinet doors. For the fireplace, I'm using sandstone, going 3 blocks up, and in front of that, I will place 3 sandstone wall blocks. On top of the sandstone, I will place yellow blocks and then spruce slabs directly below and in front. Then using mud brick slabs, I'll add the brick feature, which we can see here. I'll move these 2 sandstone blocks further back and then add a row at the top to hide the gaps, and then to fill the floor and back with the deep slate. Then I'll complete the ceiling again, following the same pattern as before. For the door frame next to the fireplace, using mud bricks, I'll put 2 upside down steps facing inward, 2 blocks on top of each step, then an upside down step in the middle facing forward. Finish the ceiling pattern on either side, and place 3 slabs in the middle covering the gap. I want to remake the cabinet and follow this slight arch, so using spruce, I'll place 2 upside down steps with 2 slabs at the top. 4 chiseled bookshelves at the bottom, and trapdoors on both sides going up. Then a couple rows of trapdoors for shelves, and I added some glazed terracotta to look like patterned plates. Then popped on some oak buttons at the bottom. For the table, this time I used 4 upside down steps and 2 slabs for benches. I'll have to make the barrel smaller, but made it 2 by 2 blocks instead. I want to build this door, so I'll place 3 by 4 spruce trapdoors to the side. And an oak button for a handle. I tried breaking the top 2 doors to follow the door frame, but it just looks weird. And now I'll add the pan rack. For the door leading out into the large hallway, I've just raised it up a block from the inside and placed 3 more blocks out. Well, that's it for today's video. Next I will be completing the dining room, pantry, and this section of the hallway. But until then, I'll see you soon!